Hey guys, James here, back online after quite a bit of time away. And like most people, right now, totally housebound, sort of locked in. I'm based in London, living in London, so we're only leave the house once a day at the minute, and things could still change after that. So I thought this would be a good time to start back up with the videos, get a bit of momentum going, get some habits built so that I can keep this going longer into the future. But anyway, one of the big things, one of the big problems with circus training right now is that it's not really accessible to that many people. The majority of circus skills require equipment, and unless you're lucky enough to have that equipment at home, or you're a hand balancer or a contortionist or maybe a juggler, you're going to find that you're set up for quite a bit of time right now without your equipment available to you. So over the next couple of weeks, I'll throw out challenges of different things you could be doing that will either help for the discipline you practice, maybe just things that you might want to get good at home. And today, just to relate it back to whatever circus disciplines people are practicing already, I just want to talk about the idea of visualization. So this is a pretty simple concept of just imagining yourself going through movements in your circus skills. And normally people recommend this as in training, if you can spend a bit of time at home just visualizing, imagining what everything feels like, imagining yourself in real life going through the motions, it can actually help your learning and help your brain store and process information that means you're better able to learn when you get to your circus discipline, to your circus class, whatever it is you're doing. So that's one thing I'm going to recommend to help everybody get through. But the only problem is it's a little bit more tricky when you have this big of a gap. So normally when people have studied this kind of thing, it's usually a training session in a week, then some visualization, and then maybe a bit more training, and then the next week they measure the results and the changes. Right now we're talking about quite a long time period where we might not be able to do anything, and where as far as I know, the research hasn't been done of just visualizing for that long a time. I can already imagine several problems, especially as you get further and further away from having touched your piece of equipment or performed those motions. Actually, your memory might start to tell different stories or play different images in your head, and so you might actually start to imagine things that aren't actually correct. So I'm going to recommend a slight modification on this, and that's basically, rather than visualize and imagine everything, spend a little bit of time each day writing down what you experience in your skill, what you know about that skill, how it works. There's a few ways you can do it. You could try and explain the science of it. You could imagine you're trying to teach all of the skills or tricks that you know to a friend, or just free writing, just choose my skill is trapeze, and this is everything I know about trapeze. This will sort of help it. First of all, it'll help you imagine and visualize if you're not used to doing that anyway. But secondly, it's just a bit of a way to keep you thinking a little bit more abstractly, so that you're not always having to think about the feeling and the motions, which you might not feel so connected with right now. Anyway, that's what we got for today. Just to summarize, write down everything you know about what you know. Cool. I'll try and have more practical videos and demos and exercises in the weeks coming, but I just wanted to get kick-started with something fairly simple right now. So that's what we got. If you got any questions or comments, leave them below. Otherwise, thanks for watching, stay safe, and I'll see you next time.